Alright, so what's up out there? So yesterday I believe it was, I beat the Resident Evil Director's Cut, which is actually my first time playing the Director's Cut version in particular. Um Give my thoughts about it, but overall like it was still, a cool game to play and kind of just further cemented that the idea for me that like Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil, or whatever incarnation of Resident Evil 1 is still my favorite Resident Evil. So, but now we, uh, now we're on Resident Evil 2, which is regarded by damn near everybody as the best Resident Evil. Not just as far as the original series of games goes, but I think even compared to all the games like even Resident Evil 4 or Code Veronica. So, and with Resident Evil 2, rightfully so, they basically did what every sequel should do, and that's improve on everything: the formula, the graphics, gameplay, story, like damn near everything. They didn't quite copy the aspect of the game taking place in somewhere like a mansion. The police department is the closest you would get to a mansion, but it's actually a very short section of the game before you kind of go on this mostly from point A to point B route. But everything else about it is just it's such a solid game. So it does make it hard to argue that uh Resident Evil 2 not being the best one. But for me, I still feel like that's the original Resident Evil. Despite like its flaws and all that, if anything, it's really just a product of that time. And if anything, it's grown to be more like endearing. If anything. So, but now we go on to Resident Evil 2. I'm going to be probably not going to be playing much, but I'm going to be um doing the Claire A, Leon B, which is supposed to be from what I know, as far as I'm aware of, that's supposed to be the canon route. If I'm not mistaken. In years past when I first started playing this game, um for some reason instead of like in Resident Evil 1 I went Jill first, then Chris second, which is completely logical because it's like bouncing between easy and normal. But that was not the case with Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2, regardless of who you started as, whoever you started at first was going to be the easier game, and then whoever you played second was going to be the more difficult game. But it would also serve to get like the true ending, and it was kind of really cool because um it promoted replayability. Resident Evil 1 definitely had replayability, especially for trying to beat the game under a certain time, or if you didn't get the best ending or stuff like that, then you may want to play again to um figure that out. But with here you had if you played the game as, let's say, Claire and then Leon, then you may want to play the game as Leon and then Claire, because there's going to be minor differences that you're going to see. Nothing major, but there will be differences. And um and changes to the ending. So at the very least, it promoted replayability for people, especially for the people who got April fooled back when Resident Evil 2 came out, where Akuma was a secret character, and basically, long story short, it required um like I think at least like 8 playthroughs before you're able to unlock Akuma, and there were people that did that. It was an April Fool's joke, but there were people that actually did that. So yeah, like so this game had a lot of replay value. I think part of the reason why it wasn't the Resident Evil 2 that it really could have been, despite the fact that it's still like an awesome game, is that they first started working on the game, got through like most of the game, if anything, at least more than halfway through development of the game, before they decided to scrap it. And way back when, um, I would be reading magazines to get video game info, and I remember seeing pictures of the original Resident Evil 2, where um, the police department and hallways, like everything looked very blue, and the fact that like there wasn't even a Claire yet, it was Elza or Liza Walker, whoever her name was. And then sometime later was when we started getting updates and pictures like, oh shit, they changed stuff around and the game looks better. But yeah, it looked very dab and jury, and just if anything just blue, like everything was blue. And and that had to hurt their development time for sure, because yeah, they had to delay the game, of course. But just, I don't know, imagine if they got to make Resident Evil 2 right, and what it may have been by the time it came out. And um that's probably a good thing that the remake is coming out, because with the Resident Evil 1 remake, what was really cool about that was that it took the core of the original Resident Evil game and it just expanded upon it. It didn't do anything to hurt the experience. It just expanded it, and it just gave you more gameplay, and slightly fleshed things out a little bit more, to make it really feel like a fuller experience. And perhaps that could be where the Resident Evil 2 remake comes in, where we could be seeing things that could have been in Resident Evil 2, but due to time constraints, um, or hardware issues, now we may get to see that. So I think I said everything that I needed to say about Resident Evil 2. But but just like with most people, like yeah, I even thought that Resident Evil 2 was the best Resident Evil, and it wasn't until um several years ago, because every now and then, like, I'll go and I'll play these games again. And it's funny because I'm not that type of person that usually, uh, for the most part, when I play a game once, that's probably it. I might play it a second time, either right away or maybe sometime down the line, like through a re-release or whatever the case may be. Um, and being a Capcom game, these games do get re-released multiple times, so I do find myself getting them again, and then playing through them again. So with the Resident Evil games, they're those type of games where it's like every um if anything, at least every year I'm playing some Resident Evil. Um but at least like every few years I'm playing these games again. Uh so it wasn't until like I'm playing through these original Resident Evil games again, especially Resident Evil 1, where I realized, you know what? I think Resident Evil 1 is my favorite of the Resident Evils. Yeah, and with Resident Evil 2, so the last time I played this was just a couple years ago, and it was actually through this version, through the PS3. I won't be using a prior save or anything, unfortunately, because I'm using a different PS3, and I never save these games to the cloud if they're able to save to the cloud. I don't know. I don't know if memory cards can be, or the PS3 like saves for PS1 games if they can be stored in the cloud and all that. But I could probably connect it, but I don't feel like it. And plus, it's not gonna really be much necessary. I don't think. So, but um, but anyways, so it wasn't until recently where I played Resident Evil 2 again. And I was like, huh. Resident Evil 2 is a really, really awesome game and is everything that a game and a sequel should be. But I didn't think it was quite all that. Or as much as a big of a deal as I and everyone else was making out to be. All right, guess we waited long enough. Go and get started. I still miss the old PlayStation boot up. All right, so we got CG as opposed to there's no live action cutscenes.
Resident Evil 2.
So of course we're gonna play the original. Arrange mode if no one out there is familiar with it, it's just a mode where they change around items and stuff.
A bizarre incident
Their
occurred
locations.
on the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special Stars Unit immediately began investigation in the affair. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
have we got here?
Guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Man, what a mess! What could have done this? What was that? What are these things? All right, that's far enough. Don't move! Don't move. No! What's up with that guy? That was a clean hit. I'm running out of ammo here.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer. There! Buckle up.
Okay. What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
Look out!
You okay?
Still in one piece.
That maniac's gonna ram us! Run! Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay!
I remember seeing that intro when I was younger with my buddies, and it was like the most hypest thing. Wait, why did I start out as Leon? I want to start out as Leon. How do I get to start out as Claire? Huh, that's weird. I might have to reset. Oh shit! Now I remember. It's a 2-disc game, and so I gotta swap discs. That's right. Alright. Let's see. I think to do that, I have to go here. Huh. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, let me try resetting the game one more time. Oh, the game will reset the current disc as well. So yeah, so when Resident Evil 2 came out, it was a 2 disc game for each character. So one for Leon, one for Claire.
Resident Evil 2.
Alright, so I hope
A bizarre
no one minds. I'm
incident
just gonna let the
occurred
intro
on the skirts of
play
an
out again.
American suburb called
I gotta take care of
Raccoon
something real quick
City.
anyway.
It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special Stars Unit immediately began investigation in the affair. The case was apparently closed, thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
I'm finally here.
Guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Hello? Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening? Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer. There! Buckle up.
Okay.
Okay, so I should have known something was up when
What's going on?
I only saw
I arrived
Leon
in
in
town,
the beginning.
and the whole place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother Chris.
It's like, dude, I don't think they would mind if you called in sick today.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you. You okay?
Still in one piece.
station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Ah. Ah.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
Ooh. Sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I ain't got no clue, darling. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
Okay, I had to press circle now. In the in Resident Evil 1, I had to press triangle.
But don't you worry, girlie. You'll be safe in here. I'm keeping a close eye on things.
Yeah, none of that sounds creeperish at all. So, at least also with this game, I don't think I have to worry about doing certain things to make sure I get like a good ending. I think the only endings you can get is all dependent on the order you play in. I thought he was keeping an eye on, close eye on things. That's the opposite of keeping a close eye on something. Alright, I don't think there's anything else here, so let's just go away. Trying not to waste too much ammo out here. Yeah, it's gonna be a tight squeeze, so. that means. Yeah. I don't know what's up with this outfit Claire is wearing. Like, she's practically wearing Daisy Dukes, but she got pants under it. I don't. Yeah. Wasting more ammo than I would like out here. Oh, get away. I will spare you, so you can tell the others what you've seen here. Because even though this is easy, it's not quite like in the director's cut that I just played, where I'm getting double the ammo and all that. If anything, I actually need to chill out with my saves. I know this is supposed to be a thing where I think you have to fulfill a certain requirement. But what it's supposed to be is, if I'm not mistaken, I think you see forests? No. Crap. Whoever was the one in the original Resident Evil that was flying. Oh, Joseph, I think his name was. well, whoever he was, you see his dead body down here or something, and uh but the only way to accomplish that is like I think you're not supposed to pick up any items on the way to there, which isn't, it's not a hard thing to accomplish. I mean, I'm gonna, if that is a requirement, but I was like, I'm gonna pick up ammo anyways. I don't care. So here we got the mansion of the game, basically. It's a big place, but it's not as big as the original mansion. Yeah, I didn't read all that. Oh, I only get 2 ink ribbons at a time. Alright, well, let's go ahead and use one of them. So I really gotta chill with my saving. When I was playing the director's cut, they gave you double the ink ribbons. So I saved like crazy. But now, like, I can't. I have one more ink ribbon on me, and I can't be going nuts like that. But fortunately, this game isn't like too bad. Alright, so this is the door that's automatically locked. The only other doors down here, I think, is this one and that other one. Alright, that's locked too, so I gotta go inside that one.
Hang in there. Are you the only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill Barry. Every last STARS team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives. But no one believed them.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But...
Just go.
Okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
Yeah, so we just started the game and we already got a lot of exposition. We got the beginning of the game, like, explain the events of Resident Evil 1, and just now, yet again, we got events. And see, that's why I have to give Resident Evil 1 the edge over Resident Evil 2, because you don't really find out much of the story. Like, everything is still a mystery. Like, and it still could be with this game. Like, you could just be like, why the fuck we got zombies still now, infecting Raccoon City. Use blue key card, yes. Alright, so those two doors have unlocked. I don't know what's easier to go through first. Going to this one. That everybody? A lot of ammo just now, but fortunately I still got a lot of ammo. For the moment anyways. But yeah, so after just now playing the original Resident Evil, I could see like a lot of improvements that they made with Resident Evil 2, other than the obvious, graphical stuff, but the fact that they they auto reload now. The zombies, when they in the original Resident Evil, when the zombies fell forward and they didn't bleed underneath, sometimes that or that's gonna mean that they're gonna go and they're gonna get up, and but then if they fell flat on their back, like, they're dead. But in this game, like, no, they could fall forward or backwards and still be alive. Also, characters feel a lot faster in this game. And of course, one of the more major things is the fact that there's multiple zombies that we could fit on the screen at the same time. In the original Resident Evil, we couldn't do that. We could probably fit for the most part a couple zombies at a time. There were a couple areas where there might have been like 4 zombies, but that was pretty much it. And I think the only room that was the case was when you get to the underground with the naked zombies. Like, I don't know, maybe because they weren't wearing any clothes, was less stuff to process. I think this door. Oh no, it's not locked. I keep pressing start. You see me doing that, it's just because I'm keep trying to get into the menu. I mean, not the menu screen, but the story screen. Alright, well, now we can explore the room. Alright. More ink ribbons. That is good. That pleases me. Pleases me. Really nothing else here? Guess not. Locked. Need a heart. That heart shape. Or is that genre key? Okay, yeah. So you need a key with a heart on it. So instead of the armor pieces in the last game, it's replaced by the card pieces. Heart and spade. Aw, you mother. I didn't mean to. Damn it. I don't know why it. Whatever, I don't care. Alright, so there's nothing else I could do over here. Oh, you mother. This is it. Alright, give me one moment. I'm double checking on something. Because what I can't remember was the safe one of those things where it's like if I open it for Claire, then it's already open for Leon, and then he gets nothing. Like I can't recall that because I know it. That happens like a couple times in the game, but I don't think so. Take acid round, sure. Even though I don't got a grenade launcher for it. So, may have noticed that Claire has lockpick, much like Jill does, and of course, Leon. Um, I don't believe he has a lockpick, and I think just like with with Chris in the last game, he has to find you might have to find keys to open it. Uh, so what just scrolled past was the liquor, which is basically this game's replacement for the hunters. And I died. Shit. And I should have saved it. Damn, I can't believe I died so fast, though. I knew I should have saved it. Fuck. Now I think I gotta do all that shit over again. What I get. And that's what I mean by, like, they're this game's version of the hunters. And I gotta do so much shit over again. Not so much shit, but... do I really gotta listen to all this shit?
Are you the
Motherfucker.
only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill Barry. Every last STARS team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives. But no one believed them.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But...
Just go.
Okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
Alright, so the plan's gonna be... I'm gonna be doing all that shit over again. Up until I have to... up until I have to deal with the liquor, and then I'll probably just stop it. That's what I put this game on easy. Is Yeah, he's in. Just making sure. I mean, it's gotta be uneasy because of all the ammunition it started me with. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What's fucked up is that I think this happened to me last time also, where when I started playing Resident Evil 2 again, where I think I died like at the same part with the liquor. And but I think the difference was that I had to, like, I didn't save it when I first got to the police department. So I had to do like the whole, beginning over, as well. I just wonder, there was like something else here. Around this desk? Motherfucker. not mistaken, I believe this door is locked. Yeah. I know that other door is locked as well. And here we can get handgun bullets. Alright, so there's really nothing else here. Yeah, but it's alright, because between yesterday and today, normally these aren't even supposed to be my days that, to play, but, on the rare occasion of time, afforded me, afforded me the opportunity, so I took it. So, but ordinarily, I wouldn't have this this chance or opportunity. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is take that. Actually, take that too. Alright, I'm gonna have to heal myself. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and save it since I died the last time I fought. Or, you know what? Let me try to fight him, and then I'll save it. Because then I'm gonna feel like I have to save again. Alright, there should be more than enough health items to beat him. If I don't beat him this time, I'm just gonna say fuck it and I'll play again. I really don't want to waste the save. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. Know what? I don't trust myself. I'm gonna get more healing. I'm gonna, if anything, at least like one more healing item. Because this is, unfortunately, this is about all I could do for now until I get the shotgun. Just until later. Because at least with the first game, by the time you had to fight the hunters, you already had the shotgun. At the very least. but here I still have the handgun. I mean, I could sit there. I mean, I could go and probably just run away from him, but no, I will fight him. Can I go in here? Nope. It's not. Okay, skip that. Are you dead? You dead? Okay. That went a lot easier than the last time I fought him. So it was a good thing I only had to use one healing item so far. Let me put these first aid sprays away. Do this. Alright, so that being done, I think I'm going to call it a night. This session was never meant to be really long. The fact that I was able to do as much as I did was good because like I said, just normally Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, with the exception maybe Tuesday, at times Tuesday, but for the most part, at the very least, Mondays and Wednesdays is a complete dead day for me to be streaming. Like I won't be able to stream on those days, but but today started. Things ended up being a short day, and even if that wasn't the case, like normally there'd be stuff keeping me from being able to go home. But today that wasn't the case. I was able to finish up whatever come straight home. Basically, so my classes run from till 6 p.m. But I don't leave campus till like about 7. And so by the time I go get home, eat dinner, it's already late, and I gotta get up early the next day. But today was different day. We kind of had we met up at another location for today's class in particular, and it was over earlier than normal, and yeah. So I don't know, I'm really compelled to play more, but it's like, nah, I gotta be responsible because I just used an ink ribbon. I'm gonna be leaving no matter what in the next like 20-30 minutes anyways, so I don't want to go and have to waste another ink ribbon just to save so I can leave. I don't have to. But I will be on tomorrow. Not sure what time. But it'll definitely be hopefully like around 5 to 6-ish. You know, or if anything, hopefully maybe somewhere in the ballpark between 4 to 6. That's the best I can give. But, alright. So I'm going to call it a night. And till next time.